Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Back to the World. My brother and my sister's keeper presents Sonetquity. I'm Tony,
I'm John.
and thank you guys for coming on board. Thank you for joining us. Know we've been missing during the week for Back to the World, my brother and my sister's keeper, but the music that you may hear in the background, we don't own the rights to. But any comments, questions, anything that you care to share, hit us in the boxes down below. We're looking forward to bringing some other opportunities to you tonight. So thank you for joining. Sit back and enjoy.
Right. I just wanna, second, what my partner said. But we look forward to, to sharing what's new, and to reiterate not what's old, but to reiterate the things that we often mention about our aim and our purpose for for coming forward with our Breeding House Roundtable Conference, our Back to the World. It's done with a purpose, and so we just want to magnify that purpose because we know that as we were sitting there watching the news earlier. It's a lot of things that's transpiring in this time. And, it's like, we see the forecast. It's like, watching the weather forecast. You can, they make the predictions about on this day, this percentage of might happen, and, the certain percentages. So our Breeding House Roundtable Conference platform is, we are forecasting and projecting because we see the condition. Anybody can see the condition of our people. So we have formulated and created and initiated something to help ease that load or that burden. It's like we were watching people not escaping, excuse me for that language, but trying to elude or avoid the oncoming hurricane or storms in Florida, and it was backed up like that rush hour. It was just backed up, And so this is what we share because it's like that financially as well. It's a lot of things that's backed up, and everybody is making that one sudden move to get out, right? And we have something built to make that one sudden move to get in, and so we're gonna explicate that to us today.
Our purpose of this platform is to uplift, enrich, and inform our community. It's not just about us as a black people, it's about a people, okay? And we just want to enlighten you, and we want to share things that we know, things that we've learned, and things that we feel would be a benefit to you. I mean, right now, if you're watching the campaign and everything, it's all about the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Now what it is, it's unscrew it a little bit and raise it up. See, it's pressing on to the volume button. Raise it up. Yeah, now tighten it up. Okay, now you gotta turn it back around just a little. There you go. Yeah. So, we just want to enlighten you guys. We want to enlighten you and let you know that there is an answer and there is a solution. But hey, this hair on the top of my head, man, it just didn't turn gray overnight. But it seemed like it has. We presented all sorts of offers to you, all sorts of opportunities. And for the masses, it's been slow for you coming to the table, okay? But see, slow doesn't mean never. So, we keep the confidence and we keep the faith that you're gonna feel what it is that we're trying, what it is that we're doing, what it is that we're presenting. I look at all the other individuals, if you will, and they call themselves influencers the whole bit, That's not what we're here for. We're not influencers. We're not trying to influence you to do something. We're trying to present something to you that make good sense and that you grasp it and then you take advantage of it and then you pass it on. Okay? So for those of you who think that we've gotten away from Sonetquity Book Club, we have not. For those of you who may think that we've gotten away from Sonetquity Publishing Company, we have not. We have real estate. We have NILI programs where we give cash advances to 4-star and 5-star athletes. We have a credit repair platform where we prepare. We have individuals that will do that for you and prepare your credit and get you in the best position to seek a loan for any businesses that you want to start. The key or the keys to our future is not necessarily in credit. Credit plays a part, it plays a role. But everything that we have to do, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So that straight line in this situation and in this scenario that we're presenting to you is an opportunity for you to earn residual income. Okay? So we've given you the presentation concerning our book club, the whole bit, and we're not going to stop. But if any of you have been watching our timelines, you've been seeing many posts dealing with Batana oil. That is our new product. It's been around for a long time. Dr. Sibi has made it famous. He's opened up the doors to it. Everybody's out to try and purchase and sell Batana oil. It's very useful and it's very needed. It has medicinal benefits and everything. All right? But we're going to deal with what Batana oil is a little bit later, if not this episode, probably in episodes to come. But all you got to do is look on your timeline, Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok, and you'll see some of everyone presenting Batana oil. But most of these places, I'm not saying all, but most of these places in which are these individuals or companies that's advertising Batana oil is not 100% raw virgin oil. It's not unrefined. Our oil is pure. We've actually done a demonstration live where we melted the Batana oil. All right, if you leave it sit, it's going to harden. It's going to do like butter or oil in your kitchen. It's going to harden on its own. All right, if you want to use it, sparingly and loose, all you got to do is just add a little hot water underneath it, not in it. All right, but what set ours apart is you see all the seeds, you see all the residue, you see all the pulp and the skin from the fruit of the Batana, from the Batana tree, right? So when you go on our site and you take a look at Batana oil and you read up about it, you'll see all the different purposes that it has. Hair growth, changing the color of hair, and I know some of you are gonna laugh at that. But my partner, he has a testimony, and my hair, I lost a little bit of the front, so it's kind of growing right back here. And if I got 4 or 5 strings, man, that's more than I've had. Okay, so we want to let you know that our product works, but that's not why we're here for the time being, right? But we want you to see that we are selling a 100% bona fide product. So after my partner, give you a presentation and give you his thoughts on everything, I'm going to show you a demonstration, and I'm going to show you our platform on how Batana oil fits into what we have to offer via Sonetquity. And that's to each and every one of you out there. Okay? So sit back, and I'll be willing to show you that in a few.
Well, I don't know if my partner mentioned it, but the music that you hear in the background, we do not own the rights.
Absolutely.
To that music.
Absolutely.
But what we do own the right to, we own the right to change our condition. So we own that right.
Amen, brother.
And this is what we're presenting, but but to those who give us an ear. Because we know that the ear is the conduit or the vehicle to the mind that we're trying to enlighten, empower, or attract, right? Because, when we think back on Sonetquity, my partner and I, we never put our inefficiencies on our members. We carried the weight. I mean, for years we've been imploring our members to, sign your people up, sign your people up, sign your people up, and we carried the weight because you hear us asking for assistance, help us, see? Because we know that in some areas it's not that we're inadequate; it's just the fact that we don't have no experience. We like thumbs, but our fingers are growing, right? So we reach out to to inquire about someone helping us, because we have a plethora of things that's forthcoming. But it's like, well, we're not stuck in neutral. We're driving at a slow pace, right? Because it's new territory in where we are going. Well, I'm gonna call it new territory. It's just we don't have the experience in those areas. So we're reaching out for those who have that experience. Help us. If you look back from a principle, I always mention about the Kansas City Chiefs. See, it was one time they was ugly. I mean, they wasn't, if not the worst team in the NFL, they wasn't the best team in the NFL. But through their experience and everybody mastering their role, playing their part, or mastering their part, they improved. Now they're champions. We're champions, and we know it because of we're champions for two reasons: our aim and our purpose. See? So now we know what the aim is, and we know what the purpose is. So when you look back at these mega companies, as we call them today, the people, and it's not just the companies, it's the result. That's how they have impacted certain communities, right? We're following that same road, and that's our same objective, is to make an impact in our communities, not just our communities, but with communities abroad. But it takes one thing in the physical. It takes one thing. My partner talk about with the economy. Every politician is talking about, well, not every, but the majority of politicians are talking about the economy. Some are being arrested because of the economy, right? So if it's the economy that's being affected, yet we still spend 1.6 black people. We still spend 1.6 to 1.7 trillion dollars. We still spend that. Where's our resources going to, right? There's a universal principle that my partner and I, we always address. We didn't start it, of course. It's something that we incorporate. It's something that we implore us to do. Let's pool our resources. Pool our resources. So we have built something. My partner designed something, and we have built something to exercise that principle. How do we pool our resources? Again, we mentioned my partner and I, we didn't put our inefficiencies of us being a new company on our members. See, we didn't do that. And that's what a leader does. A leader never puts the weight of inefficiency on the masses. We carry it. So as we're morphing or transforming, our foundation is being laid. Now we have other elements or other projects. Well, in our wheelhouse, we have many things that's forthcoming, but our wealth building system is our platform. Yet we've been constantly reaching out to book clubs, editors, publishers, writers, those that's in the in this industry who want to help us help ourselves, right? I know, from just growing up, and hearing some old adages that our people would say, God help those who help themselves, right? That's true. Because you can't help nobody who don't want to help themselves. So we asking, we have something built, now we asking for help. Help us. We don't walk around all, big and boastful as if we don't need help. We reach out on the social media platform asking for help. See? Now, what does that do? We mentioned about a couple weeks ago, many people don't know that Apple was 90 days from bankruptcy. 90 days. What we would think would be a competitor came through and aided them and assisted them. And that, in turn, and those who aided them was Microsoft. Microsoft came and aided Apple to avoid that bankruptcy. And that empowered both of them. See? Both of them, because it's not a competition. No one company can get no one company can get every customer. No one company can get every person. We have a platform built to empower one by one. One by one. So now, multi-level marketing is it's not new. A network marketing is not new. Business is not new. But we have an innovative approach. We have an innovative tool. We are on the innovative side, pardon me. We are literally on the innovative side of creativity, right? So we just help y'all, we ask y'all to come help us, become a member. Visit our online retail bookstore at bookshop.org, bookshop/shop/.org, and help us.
I know many of you're wanting to start some type of business or project, if you will, that can earn you residual income. That was the purpose of us building a platform for Sonetquity, right? For our wealth building program. Everything that we do is a part of our wealth building program. And we're looking for many, many ways to service each and every one of you. Okay? And I know some of you really can't, you can't see what we see in abstract. So therefore there's a lot of doubt there. But that's okay. You'll see us enough and eventually you'll come around. But we want, and we know that, okay, if you want to buy a house or get a loan or go to a bank, then you already say, well, okay, I got to build my credit up, because most of us don't have great credit. All right? If you already have good credit the whole bit, 9 times out of 10, you're not watching this. Okay? And then many of you are probably watching it for your amusement because your credit's good. And what happens with that is, sometimes it brings about a certain arrogance, but the least little thing can cause you to slide. The economy is fluctuating, it's going up, it's going down, and now it's getting in the favor of for home buyers, automobile buyers, credit card holders, the whole bit. But I'm just here to tell you, anything could happen. Matter of fact, we had a friend that just had a terrible accident on his way to work, 4 o'clock in the morning. But he's heavily insured, so he's good. But it's just the idea. He had no idea that anything like this was about to take place. But at the same time, although everything could get fixed down the road, sometimes it's that immediate chaos. It's that immediate trouble or problems that you may have when it comes to your finances. And I promise you, many of us are only one paycheck, those that work anyway. You're one paycheck away from poverty. You're one paycheck away from bankruptcy. All right? So I'm just going to give you a quick scenario of what you can do with this Batana oil. So see, with the Batana oil, it's a product, as I said, it has medicinal purposes the whole bit. But those of you who are in the hair care business, this will already be a perfect guide. This will be a perfect business platform for you. Those of you who are in the barber business, you're in the skincare business, this can definitely work for you. All right? Don't take our word for it. Research it. Google it.
You know, I think it even.
Okay.
I think it's even good for muscles too, brother. I mean, it cuts
Yeah.
off, but you just mentioned it. I think it's good for muscles too. 'Cause I was sore.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what it is. Batana oil. Right?
That's right.
We have direct access to it. All right. This product comes straight from Honduras. Okay? And everybody doesn't have access. We happen to be blessed and we happen to be lucky. And as a matter of fact, this is a product that's been in our fold for almost 4 years, right? But now all of a sudden there's a magical craze about it. People are making tons of money. People are growing hair. People are seeing the medicinal purposes. If you've had a BBL, you know, and you have the scars and everything, this takes care of all the scar tissues and all of that, right? So as I said, you know, that's for those who understand it, and you can read up on it yourself. But what we want to do, we want to show you how to leverage it, how to market it, and how to earn money from it. Okay? We have what's called the retail side. All right? On our retail side, we sell two different sizes. We sell the 2-ounce jars for $14.99 plus shipping. Right? This is what you'll pay. You'll pay $14.99 plus shipping. All right? This product is coming from Honduras, ladies and gentlemen. Right? And, you know, everybody doesn't live in walking distance to where we can just drop it off or deliver it or whatever the situation may be. Okay? When you purchase everything from Walmart, Amazon, or anywhere overseas, the whole bit, you have to pay for shipping.
Come on now.
Okay? So don't look at us and say, because we didn't create this. And I know some people say, well, wait a minute, y'all charging too much. Well, this is a product that doesn't grow in our backyard. All right? It's something that grows in a foreign land, and the shipping and everything is international. All right? So if you want to know more about the shipping and the prices of it, the whole bit, just DM us and we'll let you know. But on an average in the United States, for a 2-ounce and an 8-ounce, 2-ounce and a 4-ounce, it's going to be $8. Okay, our second retail is 4 ounces. 4 ounces is $22.99 plus shipping. Right? Now, on our 2-ounce, we have a special that goes like this. If you buy one, you get the second one for $10. All right? If you buy one, you get the second one for $10. This is to all our retail customers. If you want to buy pure 100% Batana oil in small doses, which is the 2-ounce and the 4 ounces, DM us, send us your information and everything, and your order, and then we'll tell you how to pay for it. And you should receive it within 3 working days. Okay? But now we have what's called our wholesale side. Right? On our wholesale side, we're looking to start up what we call affiliates. Okay? Affiliates are basically anyone that's wanting to start their own store, their own business, or their own franchise. All right? So now, if you decide to become an affiliate, we will sell you a liter for wholesale. All right? That's 1 liter. You can buy more than 1 liter, but 1 liter. 1 liter has 34 ounces in it. 34 ounces. Okay? Now, for a liter, you're going to pay $180 plus shipping. You say $180, I'm gonna pay $180? You have 34 ounces in it, ladies and gentlemen. My partner is gonna work with the calculator while I give you an example, okay? If you go to social media and you look up the pricing for Batana oil, it's all over the place, all right? It's all over the place, but a lot of those places that are selling it, it's been cut with essential oils, right? And therefore they're stretching it. And you know, but look, we're not lambasting anyone on what they do, because if they're doing it and they're selling it and the customers like it, then so much the better. But we're selling it to you raw, so you can do whatever you want with it. You can eat it if you will. It doesn't matter. But I want you to look. I want you to go and peruse through Google and see what Batana oil is selling for.
Right.
As I said again, you have 34 ounces in a liter, right? So you have 34 ounces in a liter, and on average, you can market your Batana oil for anywhere between $15 to $20 an ounce. So now we're going to do $15. So partner, I want you to multiply $15 times 34.
15 times 34 equals 510.
You've made $510 from right at a $200+ investment. And I know you say, oh man, that's not a lot of money, that's not a gap, the whole bit. But understand this, that was just 1 liter you had. Imagine if you had 5. Imagine if you had 10.
That's over 100% profit.
Yes. You see, so this is how you can start your business. All right? And you don't have to package it in 1 ounces. But I'm just letting you know you have 34 ounces. So now we're gonna do 5. We're gonna say you got 5, all right? So that's multiply 5 times 34.
5 times 34.
That's 5 liters times 34 equal
170.
You got 170, right? You have 170 ounces. That's 170 ounces times $15, right? Multiply that.
170 times 15. 25.50.
So now you've earned $2,550. $2,550 for you selling 170 units. Okay? And if you look at the stores, they'll usually have listed how many units a person sold in 1 month, right? You would be amazed. You'll say, well, 170 is a whole lot for me to sell. Now, you have people online that's selling 1,000, 1,500 a month, 5,000. The most I've seen sold for 1 month was 40,000. I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna put it right here. You got 40,000 times $22.
40,000 times 20.
This is a month, ladies and gentlemen.
That's $880,000.
Absolutely. 800.
$80,000.
Okay. These individuals made $880,000 in 1 month. $80,080 in 1 month. All right. That's not anything to sneeze at.
Come on now.
All right. This is a real business. So what we're looking for individuals that want to start their own home-based business. I know some of you say, well, man, you know, see, with Sonetquity, we want you to go out and we want you to sponsor 5 people. So basically, all you're doing is going out and you're making those individuals your affiliate member as well. This is not that much different, with the exception. Here you go. You sign on as an affiliate member, right? When you sign on as an affiliate member, we're going to sell you a leader. See, leaders are going for $220. But we're going to sell you a leader for $180. When we sell you that leader for one, and look, here's the thing. If you buy 5 or more, we'll reduce the price again. We'll reduce it, but you must buy 5 or more at a time. So now you've started your own Batana oil operation. Okay? And what you're going to do now you're going to market it on your website, on TikTok. You're going to do whatever it is that you do to get your customers to come in. It's not that much different from Sonetquity, but it's just that now, you know what? We placed the product in your hand. We placed the product in your hand to get your circle of people, because understand this. I visited some barbershops today. I visited a hair salon on Sunday. These people are in the hair care business, and they don't have a clue. They don't have a foggiest about what Batana oil is, nor its benefits. So there's a lot of people sleeping on this. Out of those 40,000 people, you got to keep in mind, those 40,000 people, they're not buying from everyone. They bought that from one group of people or individual. But if you look on the page and you see how many people are buying, you have other individuals selling 5,000 units, 2,000 units. If you sold 170 units, right? And some of your people are going to buy 2 and 3 at a time. If you sold 170 units, you make right at $2,550. So imagine if you did that 3 times a month. Add that up. Multiply that, brother. 3 times $2,550.
That's 70, 76, 30.
This is what you'll make a month in passive income. Okay?
2550 times 3, 7650. I mean,
you're gonna earn
7,650.
1 month. If it takes you a month to do that, you're gonna earn $7,650. Okay? These are real numbers. This is a product that you can see. This is something that you don't have to guesswork. You don't have to think that there's a lot of spookism in it. It's no different than you selling t-shirts. It's no different than you're selling whatever it is that you sell. But the fact of the matter is, it's a very viable and a highly recommended product. And not everybody has access to it. Okay? You got people that are buying it from China, right? Whenever you buy it from Amazon or whatever the situation is, it's being sold in China. Now imagine how long it's going to take to get from China. Because see, the people who are getting it in China, they're getting it from the same places that we get it from.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer from Honduras to here than it is from China to here. So it has to go to Honduras. It has to go from Honduras to China and back to you. And you have to pay that cost, and you may have to wait longer. But we have unlimited access. Okay? We have unlimited access. And for you hustlers out there, for you that understand the game and you understand how it goes, man, it's the same procedure. Keep in mind, a liter is a kilo. In that kilo, you got 34 ounces. Right? It's just too shy of a kilo. But you have 34 ounces. You sell your ounces, or you compact your ounces. You sell your ounces however you sell it. You can sell it in 2s, 4s, 6s, or 8s. Whatever it is that you choose. But I guarantee you're not going to go backwards. Okay? So that's something that we wanted to offer to you tonight, and we want to let you know how that works. And for all of you that are interested and you like what you're hearing, and on our page, if you like what you're seeing, get with us. All right, DM us. Let us know what you think. Hit the boxes down below and start your own affiliate business. And if you just want to buy a bottle or buy a jar, just a sample, all right? Again, DM us. These are the prices right here. $14.99 plus shipping for 2 ounces. $22.99 plus shipping for 4 ounces. All right. Now, if you just want to buy a liter, you don't want to even start. You don't want to start an affiliate. That's fine. Buy your liters from us. Then you have your own. You have 34 ounces to do whatever it is that you will. But we're making it possible, and we're sharing it with you, our public.
You know, again, we want you to go, like it, like what you're hearing and share it. Because, it's like, when they catch a fire, and that fire, it begins to, connect with other elements, it becomes a wildfire, right? So this is what we're on the front end of many things, right? As we illustrated and acknowledge the fact that my partner and I, we never put our inefficiencies on our members. But we have something grandiose. We have something so impactful, so empowering, right? Because we actually have something built what allows us to pool our resources. Now we're directing our resources, right? Because we have never abandoned the principles of what's needed. We know we need food, clothing, and shelter. These are things that we need, right? Now, we want to set up businesses, right? I heard a very wealthy man he said, if you don't own a business, you're not free. And I thought about that, right? And you can have a business, but you're still not free. So we have a business set up to create a residual income. Residual income meaning doing the initial work and getting paid continuously after, right? So tell a friend, tell a loved one, tell an associate, tell somebody that we have multiple products, we have multiple services. We have our wealth building program, we have our Batana art, we have our sports program, we have our real estate program with Capri Mortgages. We're doing a joint venture with Nitty Sports. We have our credit repair, our credit financing, and we have our wealth building program. We have multiple, and we have our Batana art. We have multiple things that's in our wheelhouse, right? Because we know that everybody might not like the same thing. So we have, we hear all this jargon about multiple streams of income. Okay, I mean, that sounds good to certain people, right? But one stream of income in a system. If you look at a multi-level marketing, just do your research, has produced the most millionaires. The most. We're forthcoming. We're going to do the same thing. We're coming. And we know we're coming. Why? Because we've been making motion this long. People question us, what y'all doing? Are y'all still doing this? Are y'all still doing this? I say, yeah. We don't deny the fact that it's a struggle. But a struggle is a part of nature. We talk about a little baby. Believe it or not, a little baby actually owns the parent while it's a baby. See? Time the baby cry, the parent has to go, or the guardian has to go and, care to the child, right? But once that child begins to grow up and realize the environment that it's in, right? See, we realize the environment that we're in. We know from our empirical experience that we have some people who could help us, but they don't want to because they want to be assured that what we say we're going to do, we're going to do it. And we've been saying it. We say, you can't give it to us, put it in the system. See? The system, my partner and I, we always incorporate math into our conversation. Always. You see the numbers what my partner just did? Those mathematical numbers. Some people might gripe about the shipping. What's on it? What if somebody asks, well, how can we circumvent the shipping? Well, you got to come get it, right? See? I mean, you got to come get it. Because the shipping don't come to us. See, the shipping goes to the delivery service, not us. So, we're forthcoming. And with this product, when you just look at the math, right? See, it's no coincidence that it's taken off like it is. That fire, that hair fire. The hair industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Multi-billion. And Batana oil is a healthy product. That's no coincidence. It's a healthy product. See? So now we got a healthy product whose time has arrived. Not that it has arrived, but it's being magnified now. And it's healthy. And when you compare the numbers, you go to Amazon, you go anywhere. Just compare the numbers. It's going to be hard to beat those numbers. For raw Batana oil, as my partner sends me some, this 100% unfiltered raw Batana oil. Come on now. It's like you got the purest essence in the Batana oil. And it works. So we're not giving you some smoke, we're giving you some substance. And for you young minds out there that's interested in helping us build, you look at all the big companies, all of them. It takes a team. I'm gonna reiterate something that my partner and I did. We went by some young ladies' house, right? And they did something for us, and they did it like that. And I was laughing because I wasn't embarrassed to ask them to show me how you did that again. That's where we are now. But we're not where we used to be. But we're not where we are. We're not at the place where we want to be as well. But we're not where we used to be. See? Because we know that as that forecast begin to get more cloudier, the solution is present. Because we have incorporated the principles of pooling our resources. My partner and I have been told, we've been told a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But some wealthy people told us we was too cheap. Oh man, y'all too cheap. Not that that's not a good system. Not that that's not a good idea. But we were too cheap. And Tony and I, we just looked at each other like, wow, they just don't get it. Too cheap? What is too cheap for going to the poor first? What's too cheap about that? See? Trying to put life into deplorable environments. But we get rejected. But it's part of that process. Because we're meeting the people now Say, oh, okay. That's interesting. See? Because we're in an interesting moment right now. Because every problem creates a solution. Every last one of them. If we're impoverished today, it's by choice. Because you don't want to change. You got to change to improve. Improvement produces change. That's what Sonetquity is about. So we introduce our Batana oil to the people that's interested in it, people that have questions about it. As my partner said, just DM us. See? We can have a broad conversation. You can have a narrow conversation. You want to sample the products, you got to pay for it. We might give away, a couple samples. But you got to pay for it. See? Okay, we'll sample that. Now, do you have, if you have your own business, do you have your own beauty supply stores? Okay, yeah, you can sample it. Because, we want to help empower. We want to help empower. And that's our whole premises of what we're doing.
I'm about to take the gloves off. We've been skirting around this, and it's the elephant in the room. I'm talking to all my hustlers out there. See, we'd be remiss to address this exactly what it is, because for real, I don't necessarily feel comfortable about a lot of the things that we did. But the news, the movies, and everything has shown us how the drug world operates and the whole bit. All right. So let me share this with you. To all my hustlers, man. Many of you, pull up a chair, because you're gonna get this. You're gonna understand this. You know what? I've been in many, many businesses, legitimate, and I haven't been in many that's illegitimate. Most of my life I worked. We hustled. There were things that we bought and we sold, the whole bit. Different merchandising, the whole nine. Everybody dealt with shoplifters. Shoplifters will go out and steal, and they'll go in the stores and steal the whole bit. Well, I didn't go in the stores and steal, but when they would bring the merchandise to me, I would buy all of it, right? I would buy all the merchandise, because you know what? They just want to get some liquidity. That's why they stole it. So they would bring it to me, and for lack of a better word, they would fence it. I would fence it from them, more or less. I would buy it. And when I buy it, I would sell to my friends at a discount. I'm talking about Ralph Lauren, Polo, Tommy Hilfiger, all these different designs back in the day. But I'm just going to be honest with you, and I'm not saying this from a position of hubris or anything like that, nor am I glamorizing. But there's not many other businesses that I've been in that operated like a well-oiled machine other than that drug business. All right? Because first of all, you have a product that everybody wants. You have a product that gives them a certain feeling, that gives them a euphoria. All right? So you get it, you buy it. You buy it in bulk, or if you can't afford to buy it in bulk, you buy it in small quantities until you're able to buy it in bulk. All right? And then you look at what you're paying for it versus what you're making in small increments. But then you say, damn, man, how does everybody get rich off of that, man, when you're only making just such a small, minute amount? Why? Because it's repeat customers. Okay? They're going to come back and they're going to get it, and they're going to get it, and they're going to repeat it. Now, you got those who wholesale. They made their money on the wholesaling, right? But the people that broke it down and sold theirs individually, they made just as much money, or not more, than the person that had the money to buy it wholesale. This business Everybody makes money in it. And I'm talking about the business structure. Not so much about what the product is. But the way Batana works, everybody that was, see, a lot, you know what, I told a guy, I was telling him about the business, and he had been in trouble before. And I was told, and I pretty much, I told him, I said, hey man, because he made a lot of money selling drugs. And I said, this right here is our answer. We were looking for something where we can make the same moves, make the same margin of income, the same return, but the product was legal. The product was legit. I told that dude that this sell the same way that we sold the drugs. He got paranoid and said, man, I don't know if I don't want to mess with it. See, because now his mind has been triggered into thinking that because you make moves like that, or you get in your kitchen and you place the Batana in containers, you feel like you're doing something wrong. Okay? But for all of you hustlers out there that truly understand, man, come see us. Come see us, because we can move this the same way. Your trap houses. How many of you watched that movie with Queen Latifah where she was doing hair? I don't know if it was called Beauty Shop or Beauty Salon or whatever style. Hair salon. And Queen Latifah had a product that she made in her kitchen, and she bottled it. And this white lady came to their shop and she tried it on her hair and her skin. And she said, this is like hair crack. That's what we need to call it. Hair crack. You see, a lot of people laughed at that the whole bit. But you know what? The word crack took on a whole nother energy. Because people know what crack did. It got people addicted. Yeah, many people said it destroyed our community the whole bit. While I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with it. But a lot of people benefited from it too. A lot of people benefited, started businesses, the whole nine, and they didn't look back. All right? Now, you know, we have already paid our debt to society for that. But if we present a business, if we present a product that has the same the same implications and the same rewards, but only this time it helps people, it doesn't hurt them. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? We're supposed to have a line. And see, Sonetquity is set up and designed the same way. But Sonetquity is on a bit of a larger scale. But we got to crawl before we walk. So we want to help you crawl, and then we want to help you stand up. And then when you stand up, we want to help you walk at a fast pace, what they call range walking. We want you to range walk. And after you range walk, we want you to take off and run with Sonetquity. Because just what this is compared to the drug industry, you buy a product cheap, you sell it multiples, and you sell it high, and you make money, you get a return. That's what this business does. Well, Sonetquity is like starting your own cartel or your own drug gang, your own circle. And you guys are operating it within your circle. And each of you are the head of your circle. Each and every one of you. Right? So Sonetquity does 1,000 times percentage-wise what Batana oil would do. But many of you could understand Batana oil system better. Right? And I know we sit here, man, we look like two old fuddy-duddies to you guys, and you might not understand when we talk this way. But don't you know, right now we have 3 people who are in the 200 billionaires club. 3 people. Elon Musk, 268 billion. Right? Jeff Bezos, 219 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, 200 billion even. That's 200 billion with a big. All right? Elon Musk is actually a little bit over $250 billion. Sonetquity, when we put our numbers on the page, on the board, our business does those numbers, man, in less than a year and a half. And people don't believe that. If everybody fell in line, Sonetquity can be a $300 billion business. And if we are a $300 billion business, no matter what your part would be or what your take would be for a small role that you would have just managing your 5 members, right? It will be far greater than 10%.
Come on now.
So if it's far greater than 10%, you got to be worth at least what, $25 billion. And that's not cap. How y'all say it. See, where we come from, we used to say, man, you just capping. And capping is basically bragging, or you putting a 2 on a 10, what everybody says. You're exaggerating. We're not exaggerating. Try us with these numbers. You think if you broke down 170 jars, 1 ounce jars of Batana oil, you wouldn't earn $2,550, right? And if you did that 3 times a month, you wouldn't earn $76.50. These numbers are real. It's real simple. Many of you that sold drugs, man, you wasn't that good with counting. But you start making enough money on a regular basis, you have to sit your ass down and you have to count that money. And it was real. And some of you didn't believe it. And I know some of you guys on here that are doing these influencers, and you're selling credit or you're selling different master classes, the whole bit. And at some point or another, that shit peters out. Because you know what? I watch you guys. And y'all are looking for something else as well. You're getting away from what was making you money. People have caught on to you. Your water has run off. It has run out. So whatever you were selling, whether it was good or whether it was bullshit, it's starting to die out. So now you have to reinvent yourself. You have to recreate yourself. But we're telling you, if you're an influencer and you have 5,000 people following you, or 10,000, and these people are looking to you to bring them something that they can sink their teeth into,
Come on, man.
y'all come to us.
That's right.
We got it. Sonetquity, Wealth Building Program, Batana Oil, Capri Real Estate, Nilly Sports Program, and our credit repair situation. And we have what we left out. We left out our food bank. We left out the food bank, the whole bit. But we have all these things to offer you guys. So all of you hustlers out there, man, like I said, the gloves come off. I'm not going to talk to you in a way where you feel like I'm talking over your head. We're talking about we're talking business, but we're talking a business that you can understand. Man, score your leaders, man. Score your leaders and break them down into ounces, man. Fix your bags up, man. Get your customers, let them line up every day. And let's make this money. All right?
That's it. You know, hey, we talking about pooling our resources. So we don't deviate, we just elevate. So that's what we're striving to do. We have never deviated, not one single time. But we're elevating, see? Because a new way has to be presented. And I remember that adage, they say, what do you do when the opportunity knock on your door? What do you do? But now's the time to answer that. I mean, because we have a plethora of things that's coming, but we also have a foundation. And we have a foundation where everyone can stand up, stand on it as well, and join and bring someone else to stand on it. So that's what we do. So again, that's it, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Are you going live in the morning?
Yeah. We're gonna join us tomorrow morning for Back to the World, my brother and my sister's keeper. And as I field any questions or anything that you may send me in the comment section. But again, DM us. Place your order with us. Hey, we're not packaged pretty. We don't have all the bells and whistles. We don't have all the designs. But the shit that we have is real. What we're presenting to you is real. It's because we're real. Everybody probably look at us and laugh at us the whole 9 yards. But you know what? We know that what they say, the winds of change, the winds of change, they're coming. They're coming. And for all that are laughing and all that are doubting the whole 9 yards, you know what's going to happen sooner or later? You're going to come and say, hey, look, what was that you were talking about? The whole bit, I want to be a part of it. We're not going to slam the door on you. We're going to welcome you.
That's right.
All right? Thank you guys for coming on board. All right? Peace.
Peace.